Well, basically, everybody recovered from Saturday. We left Walcott in and Ramsey in on recovery, but they should be all right for tomorrow in the squad.
Lucas Perez could be back in training at the end of the week, is that right, or next week?
He's back training already, but not with the squad.
So slightly ahead of schedule then, do you think?
He's ahead of schedule, yes.
And tomorrow night's game's obviously the usual, pretty much winner takes all, isn't it? So how do you think that will affect the two teams going into the game?
I believe that the two teams have done the job until now. Every time it was expected. We have done it away from home. Now we can finish the job at home. And of course we want to do it. We played the draw there. It's just down to us to win the game tomorrow.
This lastly from me to David. David, in Paris, it must have been one of your best performances in an Arsenal shirt. How proud were you of the way that you played?
Oui, bien sûr. Après, tous les matchs sont différents. On sait qu'en face, il y a une équipe avec la qualité, avec des joueurs qu'on connaît très bien. Donc, on voulait faire notre travail et on finit bien le groupe. On voulait finir premier.
Arsene, what would finishing top of the group mean to you? How much satisfaction would it give you?
Well, that we have done the job until the end in a convincing way. I believe that when you play 1-1 away from home and you play at home, you have it's a luxury to be qualified after 4 games. So we last year we had to battle until the end, you know, and this season we can finish the job after 5 games. So that would mean we have done really well.
Hector Bellerin is not involved. Obviously, he's injured at the moment, but in the last 24 hours, he has signed a new 6.5-year deal. Is that correct?
A long-term contract.
A long-term contract. How pleased are you with that? And what sort of message do you think it sends out?
Well, it just sends out that the media will have to find a different name of somebody who wants to leave the club, you know. And overall, I think it shows that the players who we have educated here are committed, and that's what you want. I think when you give chances, you educate young boys, you give them a chance to play in the first team. You want as well them to commit to the club, and that's an important quality that we have at this club, and so we are very happy when they commit.
Just give us an update on Santi Cazorla. Has there been a setback at all? Is he receiving treatment in Spain?
Look, at the moment I've given a little bit up on that. I don't know how far he is, Santi, because he looks to me that he's making progress, but it's still not, as long as the player is not in full-time training with the squad, it's very difficult to set targets, you know. It's not a big injury. It's not a big injury that will harm his future. But it's an inflammation of his at the back of his Achilles, and it's always very difficult on inflammations to give a set time.
What's your gut feeling? How long do you think?
My gut feeling, it will be short now. It will be 2 weeks, but after, you know, when the player comes back to full training, it still takes 2 weeks to be ready to play again.
You go into this match, of course, having drawn at the weekend at Manchester United. You're unbeaten since that opening day defeat against Liverpool. Olivier Giroud has come on and got your equaliser. Do you see him as an impact player more than a player who is going to start matches for you?
No, not really. You know, I have only good players. And every week I leave top players on the bench, and I rotate as well a little bit. And Olivier Giroud has been out for a long time. He's ready now to compete again, and from game to game it will change a little bit. I will make minor rotations, but he's not forever on the bench. He will play games. He will be on the bench sometimes, like everybody else.
Will he start against PSG?
I have not decided yet.
There was a bit of criticism over the way you went into that game at Manchester United, that you were negative. But with hindsight, do you wish you'd done things perhaps slightly differently?
Look, we have to face the critics and accept it. And overall, I believe that what I accept is that we were not on the best side of our fluent game, of our offensive game, but we tried. We had not preset before the game not to score goals. No, we wanted to attack. And in the first half, I felt that watching the game again, we had a lot of possession, but we didn't create enough chances, didn't make enough with our possession. And after that, we were resilient. We came back, and we have done that many times in the season. But of course, offensively, we can do better.
And finally from me, we saw Alexis Sanchez with his leg bandage. There's a suggestion you might give him a break at some point to keep him fit to the end of the season.
Oh yes, recovered completely at the bandage before the game because he had a little bit tightness in his hamstring, but he was checked, before the game, and I follow the instructions of the medical staff and of the player, and after I make my decision, if they declare him capable to play and he declares himself capable to play, I never forced in my whole life any player to play, and never demanded anybody to be injected to play. If a player says he's 100%, after I make my decision, do I play him or not? But the suggestions that we push him to play when he's not fit are completely wrong.
Might he need a break? A winter break?
If I have a possibility, I would like to give a winter break to everybody. I just had the luxury to do it with Özil because Germany didn't pick him, but Chile played qualifiers for the World Cup. And in fact, he didn't play the first game, so he had a little break. When he played in Colombia, he didn't play, so he was not overloaded with games before the Man United game.
Arsene, just on that decision between Sanchez and Giroud, you said you haven't made your mind up yet. What is your thinking about who would be the best player for this particular game, given what we've seen?
The thinking is that there are different styles of players, and that dictates a different style to us as well, and as well the shape of the form of the players, of the moment, and the hunger and all that. It's a mixture of many ingredients that you let go through your mind, and then you make your decision. But my job is to select and decide. And that is the same every week and every 3 days.
And how much of a problem is right back at the moment for you? They are in out, and particularly since PSG have got some very strong players that could play there, up against him, Di Maria, Lucas.
Exactly. It is a problem because I would prefer that Bellerin is ready to play. But there's well an opportunity for the players who come in for him, and they can show that they have a level to compete in this kind of games.
And just one question for David. Arsene Wenger has said to you that you will be the Champions League keeper. How much of an incentive is that for you to go as far as possible on a Champions League run?
Bien sûr. Nous, on se prépare pour être bien à chaque match. À chaque compétition, quand les boss ils prennent sa décision de nous faire jouer, on voulait montrer notre capacité, notre qualité et aider à l'Arsenal pour arriver au maximum.
David, I wonder whether I can ask you, how difficult is it to maintain the level of performance that you've been showing in the Champions League? You've been outstanding this season when you're only playing in the Champions League, if you see what I mean.
C'est une bonne question, c'est une très bonne question. Mais je pense qu'on doit se mettre dans l'entraînement, on doit être fort dans la tête. On a une compétence avec Peter Cech, donc lui c'est que je voudrais jouer et je sais que lui il veut jouer. Donc il y a une compétence, donc ça nous permet d'être bien à chaque match.
couple at the back.
Can I just ask you how important that rivalry is? Do you push each other?
C'est très important. Lui, c'est un très bon gardien. On le connaît bien. Donc ça me permet à moi d'être bien, d'avoir une très bonne concurrence, de travailler au maximum pour jouer. Parce que nous, les joueurs, on voulait jouer tous les matchs. Après, il y a une décision qu'il faut respecter.
David en France, Laurent Koscielny a changé de statut. Quel regard vous portez sur son évolution, sur justement le nouveau statut qu'il peut avoir parmi peut-être les meilleurs défenseurs au monde?
Pour moi, Lolo, c'est un très bon défenseur parce qu'il est dans le meilleur du monde. Et avec sa technique, il défend tout le temps bien. Donc, c'est très important de l'avoir comme coéquipier. L'Arsenal, il y a un très bon défenseur, donc il faut profiter de tout ça.
Bonjour, Monsieur Wenger, Europe 1. Au match aller, donc vous avez fait match nul un partout. Est-ce que vous pensez que le PSG a progressé? On sait qu'on a un nouvel entraîneur à Paris qui s'appelle Emery, dans son style de jeu. Est-ce que également Arsenal a progressé par rapport à ce match?
Je pense que sur le match aller, le PSG à l'époque a fait son meilleur match du début de saison contre nous et que nous n'étions pas à notre meilleur niveau. On a eu un grand gardien ce jour-là qui nous a sauvé la mise et on a fait un match nul un peu heureux. Mais justement, pour nous, c'est l'occasion de montrer qu'on a progressé. Le PSG, je pense qu'en championnat, ils ne sont pas toujours poussés dans leur dernier retranchement pour gagner les matchs et c'est difficile de les juger en championnat. Je pense qu'on va plus les juger en Coupe d'Europe et qu'on verra le véritable potentiel du PSG dans des matchs comme celui de demain soir.
On voit le style Emery ou pas, selon vous?
Oui, mais bon, je pense qu'au départ, il a essayé de trouver un terrain d'entente avec l'ancien style et ce que lui veut amener. Et puis ça se mixe et puis petit à petit, ça trouve un équilibre. Je pense que c'est vrai qu'entre le match aller où il y avait peut-être quelques remises en question et aujourd'hui, il semble avoir trouvé un équilibre.
Arsène, en français, bonjour.
Bonjour Alain.
Télévision. Beaucoup d'entraîneurs expliquent avant les matchs de Ligue des Champions qu'il y a un parfum spécial. La Ligue des Champions, c'est un peu ce que tous les joueurs veulent vivre. Est-ce que vous sentez cette différence entre ce que produit votre équipe en championnat anglais et quand arrive les matchs de Ligue des Champions? Est-ce que vous sentez ce parfum différent?
Non, pas du tout. Je pense qu'aujourd'hui, l'enjeu est tellement important dans tous les matchs de Première Ligue qu'il n'y a pas de différence. Et la tension est la même en Première Ligue. À chaque fois que tu joues un match, tu sais que c'est vraiment un match extrêmement important. Et c'est peut-être ça qui, aujourd'hui, est intéressant à vivre aussi, mais extrêmement difficile parce que dans le temps, on pouvait un peu souffler en championnat et aujourd'hui, c'est plus possible. Les matchs l'intensité est exactement la même.
Matthew Debuchy played with the under-23s on Friday. How close is he to being involved with the first team again?
He's close now. I have still not, he's been injured many times, he had setbacks, but he played only 70 minutes in the under-23. I was hesitating to include him tomorrow. But for me, still not enough competition to say I can throw him in a Champions League game with the intensity of a Champions League game, and he will be comfortable. I think he still needs 1 or 2 weeks. If he gets through this week well, I think we'll come back into the group because he had a few setbacks that make me a bit hesitant.
With Bellerin's injury, sir, I mean, obviously this could be a chance for him to show he still has a future with this team, but now he still faces competition from Jenkinson. How do you view that rivalry between those two?
Look, Arsenal is one of the 10 biggest clubs in the world. You cannot think you have no competition. You cannot. We are in a highly competitive world. We have chosen this job, and we have to accept it. We cannot be pampered and think just we have the right to be there. It's competition, and That's what we want, that's what we love, and that's what we go for. And Mathieu Debuchy has a fantastic mentality. He's a great competitor, and he will give a tough time even to Hector Bellerin when he will be completely fit again.
Une question pour vous deux, juste au niveau des caméras. Je voulais savoir, est-ce que vous considérez que c'est vraiment une finale du groupe demain face au PSG? Et si oui, comment aborder cette finale?
Bah, évidemment que c'est une finale, puisque les deux équipes sont déjà qualifiées, que le vainqueur sera sans doute définitivement premier. Donc c'est une vraie finale sur 90 minutes. Ouais. Comment il faut l'aborder? En étant sérieux dans les deux domaines défensifs. Certainement les deux équipes vont être appliquées pour bien défendre. Et PSG est une équipe qui aime le jeu offensif, nous aussi. Donc je pense que ça a été un match ouvert et intéressant au premier coup. Et je crois également que ça sera un demain.
David.
Arsene, you started November with people talking about how this has been a difficult month for you traditionally. Psychologically, how important would it be for the group to top the group in November?
Look, it would be for us. It will be important, of course, to win the group. But you can win a big game at home tomorrow. It's important for us, and for the rest. November or December or June, you win football games and you perform. It's as simple as that. When you go on the football pitch, you don't know. You don't look at the calendar and look what months are we in, and just try to focus on the quality of your game. And we have created a momentum, even if we are stuttering a little bit at the moment because we do not win the games recently. But we want just to strengthen that momentum again with wins.
Thank you very much. Thank you.